Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks and Happy New Year's to everybody. This is my first game that I've played in the E3 this year. And you're going to see me get very aggressive. And you're going to see me probably fumble it away. But it's going to be a great match. So stay tuned. I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody. We have hit 172 subscribers and over 16,000 views. So thank you to everybody for watching. Now, I'm in Boomerang, I'm in the T110E3, and we are going to move up the left side. And we're going to try to use the terrain to our advantage and catch a lot of people off guard. Because people tend to push very hard into that top left corner on Sacred Valley. Now you can see a T-57 kind of crashing into me here. We got matching camo, isn't it cute? Anyway, didn't take him long to pull out ahead of me, did it? But we're going to go up here. It looks like the majority of our team's going this way, so once we clear this side, which we got to do relatively quickly, then we're going to need to fall back towards our base because they'll likely have come through the right side. So we're going to go, everybody tends to dive straight into that corner, and I don't like to take that route when I'm coming from this side. And you'll see why. There's this low road that you can take that keeps you completely protected now, as this nice little bank that Wargaming put up keeps you protected from all of the enemy fire that would normally hit you through here. And I'm going to check this corner to make sure nobody's going to come straight through. And I see a light tank. Doesn't look like he's going to push. So now I'm going to use this goat path here, like Athealtes did for the Spartans of Thermopylae. And we're going to get up in behind these guys as they pushed way too deep on our team. Now I want to apologize to everybody because I am still sick, and you probably can hear it, but I am still very sick. I've been sick since Tuesday of last week, and I just can't seem to shake it. But I'm going to push through it, and I'm going to try to get through this episode without being too annoying for you guys. Now we have two E5s with their backs to us, and we auto-lock the first one because, I mean, it's the back of his tank. There's no way that shot's going to bounce, especially being an APCR. Now he's on fire. He's not putting it out. He's not putting it out. I'm getting all this damage. He puts it out finally. And auto-lock. Nope. Aim in. Bottom plate. Goodbye. E5. Now, as you can see, they completely have no idea that I'm up here until that happened. Now this E5 here knows he's pretty much screwed. And I'm going to just put it right through the bottom of his turret. And now he's going to get shot. He's broadside onto them. And there it is. T-57 rolls in, cleans up. Now I'm going to back up, turn around. There's an IS-7 over here on my right side. And he has no idea. Well, he's got to have an idea by now that I'm up here. But he doesn't care, apparently. So one shot right through the back of him. There we go. 836 damage. I shoved the tank up, hoping that he would get wedged. He doesn't. And then I go up to try to wedge him in, maybe break his track. It didn't happen. And he's going to come forward, and he angles his pike nose, which is not going to help him. Because a pike nose is less effective when you angle it, because you're giving me a flat spot. So I back off so that the T-57 can get a good shot in on him. And then I'm going to go around this IS-7, follow the Jagdpan's E100, and we're going to go back down the same trail we came up, and then push over the ridge line and try to catch the rest of these guys off balance. So far, my play has absolutely obliterated this side of the map. That would have been a stalemate for a while had I not just driven right up behind everybody and started shooting them in the backside. So, you see the Jag, he's a little bit unsure where he wants to go. Maybe he's not familiar with the new layout of the map. Me, I knew exactly where I was going. He gives me a nice little bump, whether it was on purpose or not, it did help. So I'm going to roll up here, and I'm going to play a little too aggressive here, and I'm going to pull out in front of a Foch and an M103, both Tier 9 tanks, and then there's also an E100. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to just pull right out in front of him. Foch is sitting here. Yeah, how you doing, Foch? That's one shot into you. Now, I managed to make the M103 miss, mainly his fault. And this Foch has no idea what he's doing. He's stuck up against the rock. He's trying to maneuver. He's got more speed than I do, but it's too late. Goodbye, Foch. He got wedged up on that rock, and then it was just game over from there. Now, Jag Pansy Hundo has already put one shot into the M1, puts a second one in him, finishes him off. Now, that E100 that was on our left seems to have died. He's no longer in the fight. So now I'm going to turn to the right, and I'm going to head right back down towards our base, because as you can see, there's a few guys there. Now, this Jag's going to get a very good shot off here, and he's going to put a hurting on somebody. I believe it's a Centurion Action X. There goes at least 1,000 hit points, if not 1,200. And then I'm going to completely fumble this because I thought me and the Jag were side by side, and we actually end up getting separated, which is not what we needed to do. We're actually losing this match, and they've still got artillery support, but we're losing this match, and we have two very strong, very hard-hitting tank destroyers, plus a T-57. Now, I also do not notice that the T-57 Heavy has taken the long way to try to find their arty. He's going all the way around the left side of the map. He didn't find him, and now he's just completely taken himself out of the fight. He's not capping the base, which would have been a good idea. He's just sitting there, and he's wasting time. We could have at least held this while he capped the base, or, you know, something. But here you see me get too aggressive. There are 3 tanks right here. Very fast-moving tanks. Way more maneuverable than me. And I'm going to fumble this away. Now, I hope to get that, and I screw it up. I'm trying to turn. I'd already missed my shot. Now he's going to get up beside me. And while I'm forgetting about the light tank, I turn my backside to the light tank, which is an AMX 1390. And before I can get back around, they punish me. That was a huge mistake on my part. The Jagpan Z100 you can see here has gotten himself into trouble with the other guy. He finally gets a shot on him, but he's broadside on, and he's just too close and puts the shot into his turret instead of into the side of his tank. So now it's all down to the T-57. Can he win the match for us? He's got a bunch of kills, but it's all been because of me doing the damage. He's literally cleaned up 2 or 3 guys just because of me. So, can he win 1v4? Now, he's found the artillery, but that also means the arty's found him. Does it matter that the arty's found him? Yes, because now they know where to look. And you can tell one of them is in their base, which I'm guessing is the AMX 1390 light tank. And the other ones are probably coming his way. So this guy's no doubt reloading. You know, it takes about 30 seconds to reload 4 rounds, and then he'll push down the hill. So, just waiting along until he gets reloaded. I can't believe I fumbled that so hard. Like, I was doing so well, and then in a blink of an eye, I managed to make such a stupid mistake. And instead of limiting the amount of engagements I could have at one time, I just drove out into the open and said, "Everybody shoot me." You know, you don't normally want to do that. I don't care what tank you're in. Now, the proper way to have done that would have been to go around the right side of the hill, keeping everything in front of me, rather than drive over the hill and then allow them to circle me. That was a huge mistake on my part. And then to underestimate the 1390 or just plain forget about him, and he just made me pay. Now, he gets a good kill on the 1390, so there goes the imminent capping threat. But watch what he does here. He's still lit up, and he's backing away from cover and gets nailed by one of the mediums that is flanking him. Now, one of them's still over there on the front side of the castle. Where's the other one? If you had to guess, he's probably coming right up on you. Now, he's obviously reloading. He's going to make sure he gets into any engagement he gets into, he's going to have 4 rounds. And so he gets the engagement. Can he bounce a shot? Oh, he bounces the shot off of him. Then he tracks him for no damage. So he's not going to be able to finish him off. He had 1 shell that tracked this guy, and instead of killing him, ends up costing him his life. So, we all made some mistakes at the end of that match. But the T-57 not staying with us was the biggest problem. So 6,000 damage, 2 kills. He ends up with 5 or 6 kills and 5,000 damage, so he did alright. So if you like what I'm doing, punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.